In this lesson, I am going to demonstrate the threading sample test. So, I should have already given you a rubric, which you should put your name on it. You will follow the rubric as a guide for completing the sample. So the first thing that it says is right sides of fabric are on the inside. So you want to take 2 squares of fabric, take the good sides, the right sides, and put those facing each other. The next thing you want to do is just line up one of the edges, one right hand edge, and pin with 3 pins. Now the next thing you want to do is make sure your machine is threaded correctly. Please use a different colored spool of thread than bobbin so that we can see the difference when you are threading. And make sure you have a pair of little orange scissors or paper scissors handy for your machine for going fishing and also for cutting your thread. If you want to make sure that your machine is threaded correctly, get a scrap of fabric and sewing that before you start sewing on your sample. Now, to sew, you're going to sew a 5/8 inch seam allowance. So that means you're going to start with the right hand edge of the fabric on the 5/8 line at the beginning of the fabric. You're going to make a knot. So to make a knot, you're going to turn the hand wheel 3 times that the take-up lever goes down and back up 3 times. So once, twice, 3 times, 3 times in reverse. So hold the reverse button down, turn the hand wheel 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now since you do have a knot in there, you can take out the first pin, but the first pin only, and put it on your magnet. We are going to begin sewing. And again, you're going to guide it with your hands. Stay along the 5/8. When you get close to a pin, but not over it, leave your presser foot down, remove the pin, put it on your magnet. Stop near the next pin, take it out, continue just down to the edge of the fabric. This time make a knot 3 in reverse first. 1, 2, 3, and 3 forward. 1, 2, 3. Stop with your take-up lever all the way up. Raise your presser foot, pull your fabric out, cut your thread here, trim your threads here at the other end where you started, and your sample is finished. Now, when I look at it, I will look at both sides. I will look at this side and the other side to make sure your stitching looks correct. I will double check and make sure that you do have knots made, that it doesn't pull apart, and I will look to make sure that it is a straight line and on the 5/8, that if I would measure from the edge of the fabric to the stitching is 5/8 of an inch. When you are finished, open it up, take your rubric, staple it to one corner of your fabric, doesn't matter what corner, and turn it in for a grade.